Now it's time for Masterpiece of the Week.
She said, list this.
Greetings, friends.
Hey, buddy.
It was different.
I try and mix it up every once in a while. But you know what's always stays the same?
Us being dumb.
Mike having lots of funny stuff to say.
All of that's correct.
All right.
This is Masterpiece of the Week, a segment where we revisit some of the funny, stupid, or odd things that Mike, Kevin, and Corey, and sometimes myself have said on this very program. Actually, there's more people involved in that. You'll find out soon enough. Let's start with Kevin. Always a good place to start. Kevin said this.
Was he a thicker fella?
Thicker fella.
This is
I prefer sticker fella to thicker fella. That was
Play
when,
that again.
That
Your
was
personal preference there?
That was when Mickey was saying his favorite Olympian was Alberto Tomba.
that's right.
That's a good name.
Was he a thicker fella?
What were you gonna say before?
Yeah, what
thick?
was the
Like,
word?
Stout? Were you gonna say?
Yeah, maybe I was gonna
stouter
say
guy.
stout.
You can't say stouter.
Now I wish I would have said stouter.
That's a weird word. That's not a word, actually. I
many-
shouldn't say that.
How many C's were in that thicker? You think?
Probably 2.
Okay.
Was he a thicker fella?
How many C's did you count there, Reggie?
It felt like 2.
Told you.
Yeah.
I know.
I mean, he would know. He was the one.
That's right.
Was that the appropriate amount of C's for the thickness?
Yeah, I think that's right.
Okay, fantastic. Mike had some questions about the Olympics, and I get it, but he said this.
What is that? Why do they have doubles luge? What's the guy on the bottom doing besides just praying that the guy that can see?
He's laying
Is he just
underneath another
laying
man.
There? I don't feel like he can see anything. There's a guy on top of him.
Mm-hmm.
So what's the point of doing double luge?
Have we figured this out,
Nobody's
Mike?
answered this
It's the greatest
question.
question I've ever asked. What's that guy doing on the
Yes.
bottom?
Not baseball, not football, not cards. It's Olympics, and that is the best question.
Like regular people are luging,
Uh-huh.
and then they're like, stick another person below me and see what happens.
Hey,
All right, we're
hey,
gonna
do you
call it
wanna
double
ride?
luge.
You're gonna hop on, and then they're like, no, that would be stupid.
Wait,
And
Mike,
they're
are you
like,
calling it double luge or doubles luge?
Double luge? Doubles luge?
Yeah,
I don't know. I didn't think of that. Now you have me confused inside my head.
Yeah, what is it?
doubles.
Is it the 2-man luge?
Why you gotta
I get
be
doubles in tennis.
2 human
Yeah,
luge?
that's- I
They
mean,
even
that's
make the court bigger for that. This one, they're like, everything's the same. Just put another person underneath you.
He has a point.
Why not 3 luges? Why not the triple luge?
Man, that
I think that would still be
Let's
triples.
just see how many people we can stack until we accidentally kill somebody. And we're like, that's
Oh my
enough.
God!
that's
We have to,
actually,
we have to
I mean-
back it down one.
well, people have died
That's it.
on the regular.
That many people killed somebody, so we got back it down 1.
Yep.
Okay.
Well, people have died in the regular single person luge and the double person.
I do
luge
love
already,
So you're
this.
saying we have to.
Have they?
Just because one person dies,
my
if we stack
Lord.
4 on top of each other, we say, let's try it again.
Oh my
'Cause
gosh.
maybe that was just the one accident.
I do love Mike's statement of regular people are luging, which is technically correct.
I'm in
3
Colorado.
athletes have died while competing in the Olympics.
This year?
No, man,
I
I'm
would have heard
sorry.
more about that.
This has a paywall.
Oh,
Never mind.
Was it the morning
I
news?
quit.
back to you, Reggie.
Thank you. Our friend EJL Viking on Twitch says that we should consider the name couples luge.
Yeah, I like it.
Can you imagine if you could only do it if you were a couple?
Yes.
And you're forcing
Yes.
your spouse to be
Yes.
on bottom and
Well,
Isn't there a skater who's like a figure
You know what I'm
skater whose
saying.
husband is skating with another man or another woman and she's skating with another man? That's weird to me.
I don't know.
Why wouldn't you skate with your significant other?
Maybe they're not.
and it's so
good enough.
sensual too.
Do you want to work with your wife?
I'd work with
No.
Adrian. Yeah, she'd be a blast. She's really good at what she does.
And then you go home and she's there too.
Totally okay with that.
Can you be like, I'm getting really good at this luge thing by myself. I want to see if I can do it with 2. Get on this
Yeah, he
luge,
Imagine the things
I'm
you
gonna
could
get
do in
on
the middle
top
of the
of
day
you.
and work with.
Oh
and
my
we're
God.
going to see
Go have
if
some
I can
margs?
keep you alive this whole time.
What? Why would you do something where somebody goes, I'm going to see if I can keep you alive this whole time?
Obviously, tons of people are doing this in the Olympics.
Doctors do it every
At
day.
some point, they had to get somebody to get on the bottom and just ride with them.
What are you?
Mulan luge. How about lovers luge? The bi luge.
I like that. I like where this is going.
Love it or lose
now,
it.
wow, that was good.
He's in.
That was
Crap. Play something else,
We need
Reggie.
to have one person going
Damn
forward
it.
and one
Knew
person
this.
going backwards.
Corey, were you talking about luge here?
You're not sure when to get off.
But I'm.
Well,
But
marking that.
I'm not. I like my immature laugh.
You're
too.
very
I
exasperated.
feel like
there.
I was talking about a carousel or something. I don't know.
It was some sort of carousel. Maybe a road carousel?
Oh yeah, the thing that Kevin can't drive on. He doesn't know
Oh
when to get
yeah,
off.
the traffic circle.
Yeah.
What are we doing?
Why just make a
Stop.
street?
Be a stop sign or be nothing.
What if it was a traffic?
I always feel like I'm
octagon?
in England though. It makes me feel cool. I'm like, wow, we're in another country right now. Like when we go to spring
just
training
Allen,
and there's all those
Texas.
circles that we have to drive around. I'm like, this is
Then he
great.
starts driving the other way in the circle to really fit
Where's
in.
the Eiffel Tower?
Gets in the passenger seat and says, "I gotta move this wheel over."
Pip, governor.
Don't you feel like there's more circles in England? Driving?
I don't. Yes,
Instead
I
of
do.
four
I
ways?
thought you meant circle as a concept. Circle, the traffic circle. Yes, I believe there are more circles in England.
Mario and Luigi. Is that
That's not bad. I don't hate it.
Corey said this.
it's invasive. It invaded my body.
Absolutely. I do not like that I authenticated that.
You guys are more of a couple than I thought.
Maybe you should luge.
Well, that's about invasive surgery.
You said absolutely.
minor, and no,
It
he's
has
right.
happened to you.
No, this is Mike. That
I'm
was about
supporting him.
specifically minor invasive surgery. They were like, "Oh, it's a minor invasive surgery." You just said
Dumb
invasive.
statement. Yeah.
That's not minor.
Dumb.
You're invading my body.
Yeah.
That's not a minor invasive surgery. That's why he said absolutely.
All right, so this is my leader.
It's a big
Play that
deal.
one again, Reggie, so I can make sure I want to vote for this one.
It's invasive. It invaded my body.
Absolutely.
It was very matter of fact.
It does sound like I support that
Is that
a
not
lot.
real to you? Anything that goes in your body, that's major. That's a big
I have
deal.
to agree. I have to agree with that. That is technically correct.
When two become one.
Oh my
You
God.
didn't have to do that.
Son of a gun.
And I'm not
It
going to
takes
help.
two to lose.
I'm not going to help at all because our very good friend Brian Broaddus of the G-Bag Nation contributed to this very program.
Hey, can I real quick say something? My woodman who's delivering my wood right now.
What?
He's a Tolo.
I want to hear that a
Woodman.
lot more often.
Oh, okay, did I say something wrong? I'm sorry.
My wood man.
That,
Woodman.
Reggie.
How many
you
people
ever
have a
wood-
wood man?
Were you
Wood
ever
guy.
a woodman at any point in your life?
Ah, Steven, he's a Tolo. I just want to say hello to him. Thanks for
What's up,
being
Steve?
a woodman.
That's winning.
I think that could be my vote too because everybody else understands exactly.
Everybody in the room
what's
knew the bit.
happening.
Oh, and Mike said this.
I don't know. I'm about to smoke some crack.
Would you like to vote?
I would like to vote.
Or should I just throw some random, something else
Yeah,
in there?
throw a random
Yeah,
other
why
one.
not?
Another.
Here's
I love
this as well.
randoms.
Maybe. I don't know. I don't know how many logs it takes.
No, it's quite
I don't know
a bit.
what the hell
well,
you're
Gavin
talking
knows.
about.
Well, Gavin knows.
Man, there's so much happening there because Mike asks a question, Broadus supports it, Mike thinks it's funny, and then there's another who like, well, let's get an answer, and he's like, Gavin knows the answer.
Let's turn to the
Barbecue.
expert.
How many logs does it take for a place like, let's say, Pecan Lodge? How many logs of wood are they using in a day? We know how much, like when you watch those shows, they say, oh, we served 150 pounds of brisket or we served 50
Yeah.
briskets.
Yeah.
But they never say how many logs they use in a day.
Yeah, that's a good point.
That all being said, I'm going to stick with the original part of that. We went on with that for a while about Broadus talking about his woodman.
Hey, can I real quick say something? My woodman who's delivering my wood right now.
What?
He's a Tolo.
I want to hear that a
Woodman.
lot more often. He's delivering my wood.
Right now. At this moment.
In the middle of the show.
I think that should win,
Multi-
but just to make it interesting, I'm voting for you two guys knowing what it feels like to get invaded.
It's invasive. It invaded my body.
Absolutely.
Or absolutely.
Don't do that.
And you know, somebody said coming up next, the G-Bag Nation starring Lucius Alexander. So, like, we're really going
They're going to be
all-
so weirded out when the fan text is just luge puns.
It really is. You're going to lose your mind?
So I'm going to vote for.
You better lose yourself in the moment.
Wait, did you vote, Kevin?
He
Who
did.
hasn't voted?
Yeah, I
Corey
voted
hasn't
for-
voted.
I'm voting for Woodman.
Okay, well,
Woodman get paid.
you know what? I'm going to make it a tie because I'm going to vote for Invasion.
What? And that's it. That is Masterpiece
Go to
of the
G-Bag
Week.
Nation on Twitter and vote.
Go to youtube.com/Jeff Kavanaugh if you want to go vote right
And that's how we do
now.
Masterpiece of the
Leave
Week.
lots of luge comments on there.
Yes, please.